What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to give you guys a character review for one of the new characters that we just got as a part of the 3.5 Ragnarok update, and that is Miss Valkyrie right here. So as you guys can see, I currently have her at level 60, 6-star mastery, and I've put some work into her build. Now, I just want to go ahead and say this. I didn't spend any money to get Valkyrie, and to get her to where she is right now, you can actually do the same for free. However, where I have her sitting right now is the max you can potentially get her for free. So if you're a free-to-play player and you like Valkyrie, there is a way for you to get her. You can actually get her from the cinematic battle right here in the challenge mode. On the second one right here, you can actually purchase her for 2,500 crystals, and that's gonna give her to you at 6 stars. You have to master her on your own, and you have to level her up, and this way you can actually get her gears all the way up to 15, and she's gonna be a working character for World Boss, Alliance Battle, even Extreme AB at tier 1 she can do. So overall, she's a great character at tier 1, but at tier 2 she becomes a must-have character because she has the same passive for the most part as Phil Coulson, which is kind of why I have her. I chose to get her the free-to-play way, so I bought her for the 2,500 crystals. It's not the best way to go about getting her. If you are a spender, it's better to just get the bio selectors and then just buy a mega rank up ticket for 2,600, because you get the mega rank up, the mastery, you get ISOs, you get level up chips, you get way more. But if you're free to play, this is the only way for you. So go ahead and save up your crystals after you get Magneto. You can farm crystals from timeline and that kind of stuff and buy her this way. Also, there is a chance, I'm not telling you guys to do this now, but there is a chance that you can get her bios from the premium chests in the shop right here. So let me just back out of this and whoop, fat fingers, guys. So in the store right here, you can actually potentially, I'm not telling you to do this now hear me out, guys. I ain't telling you to do this because I would never do this, because I have a really big roster, so the chance of me getting Valkyrie bios from this is like 1 in a million. But if you like her a lot and you don't have a really developed roster, you can potentially get her bios from here after you've saved up your crystals from farming. So there is the chance of you getting her to tier 2 as a solely free-to-play player, but it is very, very slim, so I do not recommend doing this. But if you want to live dangerously, you can definitely do that, because you're probably only going to need about 200, 300 bios. But good luck to you, my brother or sister, if you decide to do it, okay? If you do it and it works out for you, let me know in the comments. But anyways, on to the actual topic of the video. Valkyrie as a character, how good is she? She's very good. She's very good. I have her built pretty well right now. Don't know when I'm going to get the bio selector for her, but eventually I will get her at tier 2. I will give you guys a lot of tier 1 gameplay with her, just in case you guys are kind of on the fence of whether or not you want to buy her if you're free to play. Now, in the short time I've played with Valkyrie, the only problem I've found with her is that she's very, very squishy. She feels like she's a blast type where she has very low defenses. So even though she has 4 partial iframes and a guard, if you're not very careful, you can get like 2-shotted using her, okay? She has great damage, great CC, great AoE, but if you're not careful, she can die very, very easily. So you're gonna see me kite when I use her. You're gonna see me be very, very cautious and use this 2 skill as soon as it come off cooldown, even when I don't need to, just to ensure that I don't take a bunch of unnecessary damage. This is one of the best skills in her kit. It doesn't do that much damage, but it comes with a stun, and most importantly, it comes with a guard. Love all the horses. I gotta say, I love all the horses. The 5 skill is also another great skill. It has great AoE, it has these powerful summons, and it has a stun. The only thing that I don't like about this 5 skill is at the end when she comes out of the iframe and she has a sword stuck into the ground. Because of where the summon spawned, it actually impairs your vision, and you can actually not see that she's actually done with her iframe. and just standing there, and in most cases the enemies will attack you. So whenever I come out of this 5 skill, I immediately use the 2 skill just to make sure that I don't take any damage. Sometimes I do because I'm not on the ball with the iframe and she's still pretty new, so I'm still kind of learning her skills. My advice to you guys is immediately after exiting the 5 skill, use the 2 skill. From there, I generally use the 4 skill because it has great damage. I love that slash, it looks nasty. Reminds me of Odin. Oh my goodness. Odin, man. Odin. Every time I bring him up, it hurts my heart to know that he didn't get a uniform in this update. Anyways, so after the 4 skill, I generally just use the 1 and the 2. I really like the freaking 1 skill. It's great for grouping enemies together, and the 3 skill has a pretty good debuff. As you guys can see right here, decreases enemies' defenses by 1000. This is the highest I've ever seen. Most people only get 500, but she gets 1000 right here. This is great for stuff like Shadowland and some PvP stuff as well. Not so much for World Boss. This also gets applied to the Frost Beast for stuff like Alliance Battle, so that would be great for upping your damage. Her 4-star passive is not that good. I really would have liked it if this went up at tier 2 because 5% is just terrible. On top of that, her leadership is garbage. Garbage, absolute garbage. I thought we were done with these, but apparently they're still in the game. One of the highest dodge leaderships, but it's still dodge, and 11% is definitely not that high. Tier 2 passive is why I want her and why you should want her as well. Definitely gonna be great. A lot of people are gonna pair her together with Wolverine on Sundays for Extreme AB, and you're gonna soon be seeing people score close to 1 million if you haven't already. So Valkyrie is definitely gonna be a staple in the long run of things, okay? Definitely a character that if you are interested in purchasing the bio selector, you should look towards, okay? Because as of right now, Carnage is kind of being, like, I would say, put on the back burner because we have Sandman as the free-to-play option, and Apocalypse is becoming more available as the days progress. As for an ISO set, I have her built offensively. I suggest you do the same. For me, I was lucky enough to get Overdrive, and I would say go with something like Overdrive. If you get Power Fangry Hook, that would be great too, because that might actually make it so that your skills are a little bit faster and you can be a little bit safer when you use her. For right now, I don't have an obelisk, but I'm probably going to go with a damage proc just to get as much damage out of her as possible, and that way I can test her out in something like Alliance Battle, right? Gears, all at 15 obviously, and they're going to be at 15 for a very long time, probably a month and a half, depending on whether or not something really big happens in the game and forces me to spend on the bio selectors. Last one right here is roll for dodge right now, but I'm probably going to re-roll it for something like crit damage once I get a chance to. Right here, we got the details, guys. As you guys can see, 121 for attack speed. So if you do get Power Fangry Hulk, that is a really good choice, because if I had gotten it, I would have probably been at max attack speed, 52% for critical rate, 158 for critical damage, 40% for ignore defense, and 49% for reduced cooldown duration. So with that in mind, guys, let's actually jump into some gameplay with her, and then you guys can see for yourself that this lady has really good damage, but the survivability on her is not the greatest. Alright, let's do this, you old geezer. See how well I can play her. All these iframes canceling out my skills. Ooh, I got hit there. Get out of your iframe, right? One thing about Valkyrie is the fact that her summons make it so hard to keep track of her, especially when you're coming out of the 5 skill. If you're not paying attention, you will land and not even realize it and take a bunch of damage. And one thing you will know is that she can't take damage. She feels like a speed character. So you're gonna notice that I'm keeping my guard up pretty much all the time, even when I'm going into iframes. And that's because one hit is all it takes to take like half of her HP off of her. And you guys just saw right there, once I landed, pretty much all of my HP was gone. No, not all of it, but you know what I mean, like a sizable chunk was gone in like one hit. Ooh, we got frozen. Like, she has great damage for how I have her set up right now. But her survivability is pretty much the only thing that's a problem with her. But yeah, guys, that's Valkyrie, baby. I love the horse. Absolutely love the horse. Ooh, 24 Phoenix feathers, boys. But that's all I have to share for this one, man. Let me know what your thoughts are on Valkyrie as a character, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.